Hey there, this is Scott Welch with Welch Law, and today I'm going to talk about trustee selection. Trustee selection is an important factor when you're creating a trust. And so we've got down this path and we are creating a trust to take care of our assets, to take care of our children. And in this process, we have to decide who's going to take care of this stuff after we pass away or once we become incapacitated. So typically, there's two categories of trustees. You have your standalone personal trustee, so a brother, a sister, an adult child. And then you also have your corporate trustees, banks, big trust departments, things of that nature. Those are the two main categories, personal or corporate. But now you have to decide what type is right for you. So a lot of my clients will go down the side of personal representatives. Now, that's a fine decision, and it usually works out okay. But I also like to talk to all of my clients about the idea of having a corporate trustee as a secondary or tertiary backup, just in case those personal reps decide down the road, hey, I don't want to be the trustee anymore. So how do we go about deciding who should be the trustee of your trust? Some basic questions I like to ask are, what types of assets are going to be held in the trust? Is it mostly money or stocks and bonds? Or are we going to have corporate assets as well? That can dictate the complexity of the trust and the required documentation you have to do when somebody else takes over. What is the value of the trust? Is this a smaller or a mid-sized trust worth $500,000 to $1.5 million, or is this a much larger trust, $2, $3, $4, $5 million and above? How complex are your trust provisions? The average family, their trust is designed to protect their assets during life and then to take care of their children so they can get through college and do some other things as an adult. Or do we have special needs provisions? Is there a special needs child? Are there medical or maybe drug and alcohol abuse problems that are being dealt with inside the trust? That may dictate a little bit as to who the trustee or the successor trustee should be. Personalities of the candidates, or your personal representatives, the person you're thinking about appointing as trustee. Are they good with money? Are they good at saying no to other people, especially your children? What about experience and availability? So we may have a brother who is a financial advisor or an attorney, but they live 3 states away and they're very busy. Perhaps they wouldn't be a perfect fit. Which brings us to the next question of, is the candidate willing to serve? So if we appoint that brother who's an attorney 3 states away and they're not willing to serve, does it make any sense? Perhaps having a corporate trustee or maybe your sister who lives 1 state away and is okay with money might be a better fit. And then finally, the last thing that I like to talk to my clients about are fees. So in the corporate world, most banks and trust companies have a corporate standard fee that they charge for managing the assets of the estate. In the personal world, a lot of times estate practitioners will encourage their clients to add a provision which ties the personal rep to a reasonable fee. So clients get worried about the corporate trustee taking money out of the estate, but they don't realize that the reasonable fee that you might be paying to your personal representative, to your personal trustee, is often calculated by what the corporate trustees in the local area are charging. So a reasonable fee for a personal rep would be take 3 local trust companies, find out what their fees are, and then charge the median of those 3 fees. So those are some basic factors to consider when you're deciding who you should appoint as a trustee of your trust. Again, this is Scott Welch with Welch Law. Please feel free to subscribe or check us out online at www.welchlawllc.com. Have a great day.